Karen chopped a maple in Vermont, didn't know it was the town's official fall symbol. The air in Willow Creek, Vermont, carried the crisp scent of autumn, but today it was laced with something heavier: anger. Karen Whitmore, a newcomer to the tight-knit town, had arrived 6 months ago, seeking a quiet life after a messy divorce. She bought a quaint house on Maple Lane, its backyard overshadowed by a towering sugar maple, its leaves a fiery cascade of red and gold. To Karen, it was just a tree, blocking her view of the Green Mountains. To the town, it was a symbol, a 200-year-old monument to their heritage, officially named the Fall Emblem in 1973. Karen didn't know. Nobody told her. That ignorance would cost her everything. It started innocently enough. Karen, tired of raking leaves and craving a clear sunset view, decided to take matters into her own hands. Armed with an axe from the hardware store, she hacked at the maple's base one chilly October morning. Each swing echoed through the quiet street, drawing curious glances from neighbors. By noon, the tree groaned and crashed, shaking the earth. Karen wiped sweat from her brow, satisfied until she saw the crowd forming. Ethan Caldwell, the town's arborist and unofficial guardian of Willow Creek's greenery, was the first to arrive. His weathered face paled as he stared at the stump. "What have you done?" he whispered, voice trembling with a mix of grief and rage. Karen, axe still in hand, frowned. "It's my property. I can do what I want." Her words, sharp and unyielding, ignited a spark. The crowd grew: farmers, shopkeepers, even old Mrs. Delaney, who hadn't left her porch in years. They whispered, then shouted. "That tree was ours," cried Sarah, the diner owner. "It was in every postcard, every festival." Karen's defiance wavered as she saw the pain in their eyes, but pride kept her rooted. "I didn't know," she snapped. "Nobody told me it was some sacred tree." Ethan stepped closer, his voice low but cutting. "You didn't ask. You didn't care." The accusation stung, and Karen's grip on the axe tightened. The crowd pressed in, their voices a cacophony of betrayal. Signs appeared: "Save our maple," and "Outsider." Karen's heart raced, she felt like prey. Then came the twist. Lily, a quiet teenager who'd been watching from the crowd's edge, stepped forward. She was Ethan's daughter, known for her sketches of the maple that hung in the town hall. But instead of anger, her eyes held something else: empathy. "She didn't know," Lily said softly, her voice cutting through the noise. "We never welcomed her. We never told her our stories." The crowd stilled, caught off guard. Lily's words weren't a defense but a mirror, reflecting the town's own failure to embrace the newcomer. The moment of clarity didn't last. Sarah, tears streaming, shouted, "Ignorance isn't an excuse." Others joined in, their voices rising like a storm. Karen, now trembling, dropped the axe. "I'm sorry," she whispered, but it was drowned out. Ethan turned away, unable to look at her. The crowd's anger wasn't just about the trite, it was about change, about outsiders, about a world that felt like it was slipping away. The town council convened that evening. Karen faced a fine she couldn't afford and a lawsuit for defacing a public symbol. Worse, the town shunned her. Her mailbox filled with hate letters, her windows were egged. Lily tried to visit, leaving a sketch of the maple on Karen's porch, but it only deepened her guilt. Karen had wanted a fresh start, but she'd severed a community's heart. Days later, a bitter truth emerged. The maple's roots had been rotting, a fact Ethan had kept quiet to preserve the town's pride. Had Karen not cut it down, it might have fallen, endangering lives. This revelation, uncovered by a state inspector, could have absolved her, but it was too late. The town didn't want facts. They wanted their symbol. Karen packed her bags, her dream of a quiet life shattered. As she drove out of Willow Creek, the stump remained, a scar on the town's soul. The maple's fall exposed more than Karen's mistake. It revealed a community's fragility, quick to judge and slow to forgive. Lily's sketch, now pinned to the town hall, became a quiet plea for understanding, but the wound lingered. Karen's apology, sincere but unheard, faded with her taillights. What do you think, was Karen's act a crime, or was the town's reaction the true injustice? Share your thoughts on where justice lies in this clash of community and individual.